Eastern Ukraine, economic sanctions, even Edward Snowden. All have had a chilling effect on U.S. Russia relations, sparking talk of a new Cold War. CCTV's Anya Ardayeva spoke with some people about the impact it's having in Moscow.
"20-year-old Joy Womack is an American ballet dancer from California. After coming to Moscow 6 years ago, Joy became the first American to graduate from the country's most prestigious school, the Bolshoi Ballet Academy.
People say that you go to New York. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. I think that it goes to say if you can make it in Moscow, you can make it anywhere.
Joy is the leading dancer at the Kremlin Ballet and spends most of her time rehearsing inside the Kremlin. Outside of the Kremlin walls, Joy says it now feels somewhat uncomfortable being an American in Russia.
I'm embarrassed to say that I'm American because first and foremost, I feel like I need to defend myself, saying I live here for 6 years, I work here, I love the ballet here.
The split between Moscow and Washington only deepened in recent months over events in Ukraine. As the U.S. and EU imposed sanctions on Russian companies, Moscow banned all Western food imports, and the country's state media launched a full-scale campaign against the United States. Following a ban on adoptions of Russian children by Americans last year, the government now canceled Russia's participation in the Future Leaders Exchange program, which brought high school students to live with American host families. Over the course of 21 years, some 8,000 Russian students traveled to the U.S. as part of this program. Natalia is one of them. She traveled to the United States 7 years ago and says the experience changed her life.
It teaches one to be self-sufficient and responsible, and thanks to this program, I already have achieved a lot in life, and I'm sure I can achieve a lot more.
With most U.S.-Russian projects now stopped or suspended, Russia's state polls show the number of Russians who think that USA is their country's main enemy grew from 25% in 2009 to 73% this year. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin's approval rating is skyrocketing to over 80%, and this means that anti-American rhetoric is likely to dominate Russia's foreign and internal policies for months to come. Anya Ardayeva, CCTV, Moscow.